Yes, my viewers and subscribers, I'm presently standing out in front of the Princess Margaret Hospital in St. Thomas, where they're having a problem with the pedestrian crossing. Sometimes you have persons standing on the pedestrian crossing and you have persons stop to let them across, and you have other vehicles just come and go around. Right? So people having issues out here. So this is a pedestrian crossing now, right? And what happened, people normally stand up. When coming out of the hospital, they normally stand up right here. And so the pedestrian crossing is right here. So sometimes, because knowing that people normally stand up right here, taking taxi, sometimes a person might stop and the other driver might believe that they're actually taking the passengers right here. And when coming from down the clinic side to the hospital, you cannot see the pedestrian crossing from that side so clearly. You have to come right up before you can see that there's a pedestrian crossing. Alright, so this is the health center now. So you're coming from that side, down by the license beach, to the passing the health center. So coming from this side, you cannot see that the pedestrian crossing is in the road or the mark in the road, right? So sometimes you cannot blame some of the drivers, because it's when you come close to the pedestrian crossing you realize that there's a pedestrian crossing, but you have signs. See the signs there to show that pedestrian crossing is there. And also this is an emergency area, so we as drivers should approach here with caution. See, we have the health center over there, and see the other hospital. See? So I'm going to go up now to the pedestrian crossing where they have been the problem, because they are saying that sometimes they cannot cross because drivers don't respect the pedestrian crossing. They just fly through as if there's no pedestrian crossing right there, and sometimes they're going on the pedestrian crossing and one vehicle stop to let them across, and you have other vehicles who come around not stopping. So they're having a problem out here with that. So let's go closer to the pedestrian crossing and see what it is. See it up there? Right, so the sign here to see that pedestrian crossing, and see the next one over there. And this is over by the Princess Margaret Hospital in St. Thomas, licensed St. Thomas. And I realized that where the pedestrian crossing is where the people just come out of the hospital and normally stand up to get vehicle. Okay? And put the pedestrian crossing there. So what happened, sometimes the drivers think people just stand up there to get taxi and not knowing that they're going to cross or anything. This is a pedestrian crossing, and right at the light post in the man stand or sit and wait on the vehicle. So then put the pedestrian crossing right there. So I think it is too close to the intersection also. It should be done more, don't it? Yeah. If I'm right, let me know. If I'm wrong, let me know. See? The entrance to the hospital and put the pedestrian crossing is. It should be done more, don't it? Down like in the middle there, so where it is clearer. The pedestrian crossing there, and people not using pedestrian crossing also. So that is a problem also, them not using it. Instead of using the pedestrian crossing, they just cross anywhere, so the drivers them just allow them to do that. I see. Alright, so we get the stand up now. Alright, so process here, standing down, no things you want. Taxi. See, right? I think you crossing. So you stand up on the taxi and you stand with the pedestrian crossing. So sometimes drivers don't know if they're going to cross or they just stand there to take taxi. So that is one of the problems the drivers are having also. So moving the pedestrian crossing from right there will be a good thing. And actually, that is what I feel they should move it from there. Because this person they are standing right where the pedestrian crossing is. So they don't know if they want to cross or not. Look, girl, look what the pedestrian crossing is. Look where she put. Look. You know, want to catch it to the air. See it? See them on the pedestrian crossing and nobody stopping? Alright. Use the pedestrian crossing, look for one.
You know that?
Okay.
20 watt, 18. 2018. Come on, the green and the star, me, we can't even start to find this stuff.
Oh. Alright, so people don't cross now. Look, you see it? You know, hard to cross now.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah,
You stop, but
hard. Even me, Mr. So when that cross, I make sure I look on the vehicle and I'm not looking out. Yeah, so this man, as I was saying, was crossing, but I saw a vehicle coming. So I was crossing, I was clear for the pedestrian before the vehicle actually come in contact with the stop mark where I'm supposed to stop for me to cross. But I was crossing, looking at him to see if he would have stopped. What he did, turn him head on the next side of the road like he never see me and just continue driving. So I think definitely what the observation is that it maybe need to move or more visible, and then some reason them not sure if it's there or how far it is. Because the sign is there, we say there's a pedestrian crossing, but either them not see it or them not sure or something. Yeah,
Because she's gonna cross. Look there, watch this stuff. But see, I see the white one pass. This is what happened. So this is what I'm talking about. This is how they operate out here. Yeah, so. We're appealing to the drivers then, please remember this is a hospital, so we have to approach here with caution and look out for the pedestrian them using the pedestrian crossing. Using the pedestrian crossing. We cannot be going at this great speed. We know we're supposed to approach here. Look at the pedestrian crossing. Hello, see the pedestrian crossing, use it up. Hit me a top, boy, use it up. Use it up. Alright, that person using it. So sometimes it's not the vehicle drivers are the problem, sometimes the pedestrians them too. Because see, somebody was trying to cross and I was telling her to use it and she told, don't use it. Alright, so I'm gonna go across now. See the vehicle on there? See the vehicle on there, then bus shed? Alright, so I'm gonna go across now using the pedestrian crossing. So I'm gonna go on the pedestrian crossing. Pedestrian crossing. Stop, stop, stop. Right, hit that top though. See it there? In the panel. See it? They don't want to stop on. Yeah, so this is a demonstration. Yeah. So see, we go across. That's forcing them to stop on it.
My husband was coming across the pedestrian Sunday night. The vehicle passing, one coming up, one coming down, and then we have to break up like with a car to come across, and it's not looking good right at the hospital.
So my name is Kemar Williams, from Eastern St. Thomas. Yeah, so I'm an artist. Went to Edna Manley College. Yeah, study fine art. So this is my work. These are some of the stuff that I do and the Princess Margaret Hospital. So I am an, would say, painter by profession. I do landscape and all of those stuff, but I find time out of my artist time to do some would say graffiti. So that's what I'm now doing for the hospital. Yeah. So I like people to look for me. You can contact me by 569-8760. Yeah, so anything art, if you want a building right up or so, you can contact me.
Yeah, you have a page, a IG page on TikTok.
Yeah, I do Instagram. So it's so I have Kempo Art Bars and Kemar Williams. That was my two page.
So you said those writing on the wall. You're the one who actually do those writing.
Yeah, man. From start to finish, and the one up there. So welcome to Princess Market